Mp&gun instructions for use. Equipment assembly. Main assembly. Getting started. Settings. How to use. Guidance. Disassembly and maintenance. Are you ready to meet the world's best mesotherapy gun? Now I'll introduce the design wonder Mp&gun, where you can find pen and gun mode in a single device, can fire 1,500 shots per minute, and do not need a compressor in detail. 1. Mp&gun equipment assembly. There is one stand base and one stand body inside the stand box. The rectangular stand base is placed on a safeguarded level. The body of the stand is placed in the special recessed area on the stand base, and the screw is tightened by turning it clockwise. And the stand is ready to use. 2. Mp&gun main assembly. The Mp&gun box is placed on a safeguarded level. The box opens from the lower front part. The bag inside is removed with its protective envelope. The Mp&gun bag is removed from the envelope and placed on a safeguarded level. The lock buttons on the front of the bag are pulled out from the sides, and the bag is opened. The Mp&gun box contains one Mp&gun and two separate pieces of power cable and adapter. 3. Getting started Mp&gun. The Mp&gun is placed in a protective sponge in the bag. The device is removed from the marked places and placed on the Mp&gun stand. The two separate parts in the bag, namely the 220-volt power cable and adapter, are united by positioning the intakes into each other. The Velcro fastenings of the cables are unfastened. The connector of the unified adapter is plugged into the appropriate power outlet. The connector at the bottom of the device is aligned with the notch and pins and inserted into the device. Pressed lightly and locked into place. And the metal part of the connector shall be fixed on the device by turning it clockwise. When the Mp&gun is connected to the electricity, it will beep 3 times. There's a power key and mode keys on the back of the Mp&gun. The device is operated with the power key, and the device is expected to calibrate itself, that is, to return to the 0 position. The device is placed on its original stand. The Mp&gun is ready to use. 4. Mp&gun settings. The medication is determined by the practitioner according to the needs of the patient. The medication is drawn into a 5 ml or 10 ml syringe. The Mp&gun injector kit includes disposable syringe tip and 2 different support tips. One of the ends is for hair and the other is for body use. After the drug is drawn into the syringe, the Mp&gun injector kit is attached to the syringe. The prepared syringe is placed in a specially designed syringe holder that's compatible with 5 ml and 10 ml syringes. The cutting mechanism is unlocked. The hose part of the injector kit is placed into the cutting mechanism, and the mechanism is locked after the hose is approximately centered. To insert the needle, press the metal pad near the mechanism and open the slot. After the needle is in the socket, the pad is released and the needle slot closes. When the unit is turned to on mode, the warning "Welcome to Mp&gun. Please select your operation" appears on the LCD. Your device is now operational. The preferred mode is selected by pressing one of the pen or gun keys on the back of the Mp&gun. 5. How to use the Mp&gun. Once the desired mode, gun or pen, is selected, the syringe push mechanism will move to determine the position of the syringe. In the meantime, you can set the parameter or switch to one of the modes saved in the memory. After the device determines the position of the syringe, the parameters on the screen will start to work when you press the trigger. PRES means pressure. Press values are defined as percentages. Press in gun mode can be set to 0% and 100%. Parameters. Parameters in pen mode. There are 3 parameters to be defined by the user in accordance with the purpose. PRES means pressure. Press values are defined as percentages. This value can be set to 5% and 10% for pen mode. Depth means depth. Depth values are defined in millimeters. It's possible to work between a depth of 0.5 to 3 millimeters in the pen mode. FREQ stands for frequency. It's the number of pulses of the device per minute. FREQ in pen mode can be set between 1200 and 1500. Frequency value must be greater than 0 for automatic mode selection. During operation, you can change these parameters, browse through the records in the memory, or change the parameters in the memory. Memorizing. Mp&gun can store 10 application values in its memory. You have 4 separate memory capacities for pen mode and gun mode. In gun mode, under the names User Memo, Hair, Nappage, and Face, pen mode has memory functions under the names of User Memo, Program 1, Program 2, and Program 3. After making the selection according to your own criteria, you can save your personal mode by pressing the Mode button for 2 seconds. The application area is processed after checking the suitability of the device. 6. Mp&gun guidance. Before shooting, skin sensitivity is tested by gently resting the support tip against the area to be treated. According to the suitability of the skin, the pressure applied to the device is arranged, and the process is started, and the device is moved onto the skin. When the solution in the syringe runs out during the application, the syringe pushing mechanism stays in place and warns the user with a single warning sound. In this case, the device must be turned off to exchange syringes. However, if you want to continue the process after the product is finished, press should be taken to 0. Thus, the device does not give a warning during nappage. After operating the device for 30 minutes, it should remain idle for 20 minutes. The Mp&gun injector kit used with the device are disposable. When the device is running or the syringe push mechanism is moving to the home position, if the syringe push mechanism or depth push mechanism cannot provide sufficient movement, the device will go into fault mode. With this process, the device switches to off state. By pressing the power button, the device is turned on and ready for use. 7. Mp&gun disassembly and maintenance. Each time the device is turned off, the depth adjustment mechanism and the syringe pushing mechanism automatically reset and return to the starting position. After the application process is completed, the device is pushed to the off mode. The device should not be powered off until the depth pushing mechanism is in the starting position. The syringe cover is closed. The support end is removed, and the hose is removed by opening the cutting mechanism. The metal pad where the needle is placed is pressed to open the slot with the injector, and the injector is removed. The syringe is gently removed from the syringe slot and disposed of as medical waste. The Mp&gun is wiped and disinfected after each use. Once the Mp&gun is placed in its original stand, it will be ready to be used again.